see, by 5 p.m. I should understand the body odor. But you see, by 8 a.m. you are having a body odor. Why would you be having a body odor by 8 a.m.? Please explain to me. Hello. Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Naomi of Wedu, and if you're new to my channel, hey my love, you are highly welcome. In this platform, all we do is self-development, self-improvement, self-care, fashion, lifestyle, and beauty. So guys, if you know that this is one of your niche, you're in the right spot. So don't forget to click the subscribe button at the top right here and subscribe and watch amazing videos from us. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about how to enter your classic girl era this 2024 and how you need to be extremely classy, especially when you're in your 20s. Don't mind me, people in your 30s, people in your 40s, you can still change and be the classy lady that you are. Like, the classic girl era is all about, you know, embracing elegance, sophistication, timeless style in every aspect of your life. It's literally like the embodiment of, you know, confidence, grace, focusing on polished looks. So a classic girl is someone who exudes poise, but is also self-assured, but yet very humble, and always cares for herself with dignity. This era represents a shift towards mindfulness in fashion, personal growth, and how one literally presents themselves to the world. It's not just about trending things or whatever, but it's one's unique, polished identity, you know, with just unwavering self-respect. So if you're ready to actually become a classic girl and you're ready to enter your classic girl era, let's watch this video to the end. So guys, the first one I'm going to talk about right now is how to speak with class. As a woman in your 20s, especially 2024, you know, when modern communication can be fast-paced and casual, talking with class is all about like balancing your authenticity with grace. I'm gonna give you the ways and, you know, realistic steps. It's not going to be like the regular kind of, oh, you do this, you do that. I'm going to literally give you a realistic step and way to literally achieve the best way to literally speak with class. Literally. So guys, the first one I always tell people, you need to polish your vocabulary. And when I'm talking about polishing your vocabulary, I'm talking about using clear and precise language just to avoid any sort of excess slang or cursing. Let me tell you something. Before I became who I am today, it took a lot of lesson. Like, I was always saying the F word. I was always, you know, using the slangs, because at that certain age I was thinking that, you know, I'm a bad thing, da 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 da. And to me, I didn't really understand what being a classy woman was, because vulgar words and, you know, the place the school I stayed in was literally part of how my language was before. And then when I started like my reinventing journey and everything, is one of the best things that I would literally say that people should literally work, like how to talk with class. And this is all about just avoiding trying to like curse or using the F word or using slangs. Like, you should get to a particular stage in your life whereby you don't want to do that. It's a very tacky, and as a lady, you don't want to be saying the F word. I'm still working on some particular part of how I polish my vocabulary. You know, I'm also like trying to cut down from some things, because no one is perfect. I know that I'm going to be changing into like a woman of my dreams, so I had to cut that out of my life, like totally. And you need to speak thoughtfully, and when I'm talking about speaking thoughtfully, you need to think before you speak. And I really want to put so much emphasis into this, because a lot of people just talk anyhow without any concept of thinking about how your words would literally like affect someone else. Do you get that kind of thing? If it's necessary in a gathering, just avoid speaking impulsively or oversharing. And one thing about oversharing, like when I look at people that overshare, I don't trust you. Secondly, I don't even trust you. Like, I don't even want you around me, because I don't want to be with someone that would literally just come into a gathering and then the next thing you're doing you're talking about your friend that you guys fought about something, and that doesn't really count like an attractive thing as a lady at this particular age that you are. You don't want to be oversharing things. It just literally brings down, or should I say, your personality as a person before you want to give a well considered reply. Because if you want to become a classy girl, you don't want to rush into answers, and you don't even want anything that could, literally like jeopardize the whole issue and everything like that. Do you get that kind of thing? So another thing I always tell people is to maintain a positive tone. As a lady, just maintain a positive tone. Like, it's something that even when discussing difficult subjects, keep your tone calm. I had to learn this the hard way. So you get, like, I wasn't someone that always toned down because I didn't want someone to surpass me when talking, and it was just an off vibe. It's just something I had to quit. You also need to avoid gossiping or negative talk. And I always tell you, practice the art of active listening, and you need to listen more than you speak. The way you're going to listen more than you speak, I'm telling you, your brain would literally think faster than you would know it. And you would know when you need to give an opinion and when to just keep your mouth shut. When a friend shares their day, instead of immediately saying that, oh, yeah, you experienced this, don't come up with, right now is your friend's moment. I don't like when people tell you, oh, this is what happened to me, this is my own story, and then next thing you'll be like, oh, me too, I also went through this. Nah, compensate the person at that time. Tell the person, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you're going through all this. Don't talk about your story. After like literally 2 hours after that, you can start talking about your own story, your own whatever you went through. Like, nobody, right? Like, you need to have a sense of, what's the word? You need to just have a sense of timing. That's the word, the sense of timing. And also speak clearly and confidently. You want to avoid mumbling or rushing your words. Like me, I was someone that always rushed my words. I was always talking fast. Even till now, I still talk fast as I'm, because I feel like in my head, it feels like I'm talking very slow. So you actually need to speak at a moderate pace, like making sure that your words are literally understood. While I'm taking my time, teach you guys how to actually polish your vocabulary, because a whole lot of ladies out there, they don't know how to talk, they don't know when to talk, they don't know how to do a lot of things, and it's so hard, especially when they don't have people telling them this. You also need to use polite phrases like, oh, please, thank you. Do you know that there are people out there in this world that they rather die they rather die than say thank you or sorry, or because it takes a whole lot. It's just their ego. It takes a whole lot for a sorry to come out from them. Like, that's how bad it is, and it's a very, very bad thing to actually have as an adult, because it's not mentally okay. For me, that's just the category I put people as. Like, avoid interruptions, because like, I hate it when someone tries to interrupt me. That's the amount, like, that's the level of disrespect, because you need to actually let others finish their own thoughts before responding or cutting people off, like, and wait till they finish. You need to wait till people finish talking. Like, it's not a must that you want to start talking about something at some point. I started getting frustrated when I started talking, like, talking too much, or, trying to, I just knew that, okay, I was doing something wrong. And at the same time, if you know that you guys are not really agreeing on the same thing, just keep quiet. That's what I do. I just keep quiet, let you finish talking, and everybody keeps short of that. Like, end of story. You also need to show emotional restraint, like remain composed even during arguments or stressful situations. You can look at this girl in Desperate Housewife. I was so composed and so well mannered in stressful situations, even when she and the housemates were fighting. Like, she just gave this particular aura, and that's the aura I talked about in my last video, and that was just one of the most beautiful things that attracted me to that lady. And you also need to avoid shouting, complaining, showing frustration openly. Don't show that you are frustrated. Don't show it. If you come back into your house, ease yourself off, and that's literally like the only way you can say, oh yeah, I'm frustrated, I'm this. I was like that sometimes because I had to just have like an emotional intelligence, because I now started noticing that I was always complaining, shouting. So it was giving off this like negative vibe, and I just didn't like the fact that I always kept complaining. Nah, it's not a good thing, and you need to stop that this year. So, guys, my next point is be charming in your own way. And when I'm talking about be charming in your own way, to cultivate an effort or ability to actually make others feel at ease. And when I'm talking about others feel at ease, like, you're also maintaining your elegance, you're also maintaining warmth and kindness. That is one of the things that would literally make you a classy girl in your 20s, and you will start unveiling who you really are as a classy woman. You need to find balance and embrace like a genuine confidence, because I always tell people, I always tell my girlies that having confidence is the key. That's why I literally made a separate video for you guys to always check back on my channel to literally watch it. If you've also watched it and you don't still feel so much confident, keep watching that video. Keep watching that video, because confidence is a key to charm. Believe in yourself without being arrogant, or for example, when entering a room, smile, greet people with poise, signaling that you are comfortable in your own skin, you're confident in your own skin. You don't have to be rude or be proud or have to be a mean girl. I hate the fact that there was a particular year that this mean girl vibe was like the it girl. I'm like, ew, that's a very disgusting character. That's a very disgusting attitude, and it's not part of you being a very classy lady. And that's why I always tell my ladies, always radiate positivities. Like, charm comes from you being very positive, and uplifting energy is also one of the key things that you need to focus to be able to like brighten that side of, situations, even when challenges actually come. Now, you also need to master the act of small compliments. It's hard for some people to compliment you even when someone looks so nice. That is so bad, because people will literally look at you and like in their head, I'm like, oh, why are you keeping so much at heart when you can sincerely just say compliments such as like, oh wow, this is so beautiful. There's a way that you start charming people. Like, you don't have to keep everything to yourself. Like, you're not judged. Let me not even say some things on my channel right now. So be charming to other people, but please avoid over complimentation. Like, you trying to say, oh, you're so beautiful, I love your hair, I love your skin, I love, oh girl, okay, over the top flattering. Nah, it can be very, very fake, and it can literally feel very insincere. You need to use humor with tact. And when I'm telling girls using humor with tact, I'm telling them like, a sense of humor can actually make you irresistibly charming. Like, I'm not gonna lie, irresistibly charming. You are going to be that charming person. It should always be light and considerate. Share funny notes, share funny observations that bring people together, rather than just, poking around, gossiping, looking at others. Like, for example, telling a playful story but a personal meetup can actually make you relatable and charming without even offending anyone. Do you know that? You need to also maintain an air of mystery. Like, don't reveal everything about yourself. I'll keep saying this. It's not everything you need to keep telling people, and leave a little mystery to keep people on their neck. Oh, what's this girl doing? Do you get that kind of thing? Keep people intrigued by who you really are. Be kind without expectations. Do you get? True charm actually comes from kindness that isn't like, seeking anything in return. Do small, thoughtful things. And that's why I tell people that hold the door for people. Offer to help you. And when someone holds the door for you, say thank you. Because I think there was a video I watched, and then a man opened the door. It was a comedy, yeah. A man opened the door for her. She just walked in. She was typing. She was on her phone. She just walked in. She didn't even say thank you. The man dragged her back. That's not very classy. That is not very demure. That is not very mindful. Do you get? So it was a very, very funny story at that point. So By combining traits like this, like, doing little things, doing thoughtful things, opening doors, sending notes to your friends if you know that they are depressed, just doing like positive things can literally not just naturally develop a very charming trait that literally enhances you as a classy person and making you captivating, magnetic, like my former video, captivating, magnetic, and unforgettable to those who actually meet you. So, guys, I don't want to talk about, like, I have so much, but I don't want to talk about everything on this video. So the third one, I always tell you, your appearance matters. Your appearance matters, and it plays a significant role. First impression matters, like, and personal branding, because first impression and personal branding are very, very crucial, even when it comes to relationship, even when it comes to date, even when it comes to businesses, even when it comes to jobs or influencing or brands, because it's about refining your style, like reflect you being very elegant, you've been very confident. Here's how I actually focus on my appearance realistically. The first one is always have a timeless and tailored wardrobe. Choose well fitted classy pieces over trendy outfits, like all this fast fashion. You want to do this. Do you know that there's some outfits that are literally expensive but it's very tacky? A classy woman's wardrobe is built on versatile, timeless staples. Invest in few quality high items like tailored blazers, a little bit of black dress, because I never liked blazers like at all. But right now I have like two blazers that I'm trying to like style, because I'm still trying to like find my niche in my fashion world, because I feel like fashion is just a broad thing and I want to learn so much. So have a little bit black dress or classic trousers, or rather than buying just numerous trendy outfits, just you want to be it, you want to follow the crowd, you want to do this, do that. Because if you're going to be doing that, spending all this money, why are you still looking tacky? You also need to show that you are neat, be polished. When you regularly groom yourself, it shows that you're giving yourself attention to details, and it also enhances a very polished appearance. So keep your nails clean or forever thin. And I hate it when girls have like nails and then you're seeing like dirt under their nails. Try to wash your hands with soap and water, even especially when you've eaten gari or eba or fufu or any sort of swallow. You also need to maintain your hair, whether it's a ponytail, whether it's a cornrow, whether it's whatever it is, like just maintain your hair, or have a fresh trim if you're on a low cut. Your makeup is also something you need to also be aware of, because I was a victim of makeup. I didn't even know my shade. I didn't even to now, sometimes I even make mistakes in makeup, but I feel like I'm still learning, and I also want to still teach people that are also learning too. You need to also try to have a very, very subtle makeup, something that literally like blends into with your skin, and you don't want to be looking overly white, because sometimes when I do my makeup, my sister calls me white white shirt, my junior sister, and I was just like, what is white in this? Like, I'm fair. Then I'm using a lighter color, like to dim back if I put a setting spray, blah blah blah. And nah, it was not just it. So have a natural makeup that literally enhances your features, your cheekbones, rather than just overpowering them, because that was what I was doing. And a light foundation cream, like a classy look for like every day. I always tell you people, quality over quantity. And when I'm talking about quality over quantity in your accessories, you also need to simplify what comes in your accessories. And one thing about accessories that it just make you more elegant, and add more sophistication to your outfit. So you also need to dress appropriately and in a modest way. And when I'm talking about appropriately, if you want to be a classy lady, you need to dress to accentuate beauty without revealing too much. Instead of wearing over revealing clothes, like I said, choose outfits that literally just hints at elegance. Like I said, balance is key. If you're choosing to expose your upper body, you also need to avoid exposing your lower body, like avoid it. The next one is good hygiene, fresh scents, good hygiene. All these things I'm mentioning here, I have separate videos for them, and if you still want to have further information on this, you can still watch those videos. And a classy appearance goes beyond just clothing. I always tell people it goes beyond just clothing. It includes like personal hygiene, how you smell, ensure you always smell good, and subtle elegant perfumes. If you're a lady, don't overly use men's perfume. It's not really feminine a lot. It's good to use some few perfumes for about like unisex perfumes and everything, but it's not all men perfume you're gonna use on yourself. Regular shower, clean hair, clean trim. See, by 5 p.m. I should understand body odor. But you see, by 8 a.m. you're having a odor. Yo, there's something wrong with you. I'm telling you, like that could literally leave an impression in any situation. It's so bad. Why would you be having a big order by 8 a.m.? Please explain to me. Is it that there was no water in your, like what? Even wash and shine that people do in secondary school, it's way better than smelling like that. If you know you didn't have water to come out or situations in your country, at least try and help other people from smelling. Next point is dating. So when it comes to dating, it's a very complex landscape because you have various platforms, online dating, expectations, modern values. Here is how you can actually date that could literally reflect your class and sophistication. Number one is setting high standards without being, unapproachable. You need to set clear standards of who you want to be dating and how you want to be treated as. You want to balance kindness and openness rather than just listing demands like, oh, I need someone that's gonna make me a big girl. I need someone that's gonna pay my bills. I need someone that's gonna, now focus your values like mutual respect, shared goals. Okay, if I'm gonna be with this person, how high will this person take me? How elevated? Like, is this person going to be good for my mental state, my financial state? And when I mean financial state, I'm talking about motivated, yeah, in the sense that can this person push you to who you really will have to be, or the person is gonna be a draining energy to you? Do you get that kind of thing? And also, your standards should enhance your self-worth without coming off as an arrogant person or unrealistic person. I also tell ladies is that prioritize your emotional maturity. And this is something I'm still undergoing because I think I haven't really learned everything all about emotional maturity because I'm still learning about life. But as we go, we still have to teach each other things. Do you get? So you need to date men that are emotionally intelligent because you want to avoid any sort of unnecessary drama and want to avoid that. So you need someone that is going to handle your emotions with grace, and especially if you know who you really are. You know what I'm talking about. If you know who you really are, you also need to show you value a calm, constructive communicator. Let me tell you something. People have their red flags. And my own red flag in a man is communication. It can literally break communication and comprehension, not just communicate when you don't comprehend. So communication and comprehension is something that if a man I'm gonna be dating or if I'm dating right now does not have a constructive knowledge about that, I'm not going to go. I'm not. That's a whole wasted amount of years, time, investment, and you're not ready to be Bob the Builder trying to build how someone needs to communicate with you at the age of 30, at the age of, nah, don't do that. And I always tell ladies, like, you don't have to be in a relationship every time in your life. Take time to know yourself before entering a relationship. Invest time in your self-awareness, understand your own goals, your own values, your own boundaries, rather than just jumping into a relationship due to being, oh, I don't want to be alone, or focusing on, focus on building yourself first. Be selective with your dating platforms. Be discerning with your choice. Choose platforms that align with your values and intention, such as like meaningful connections rather than just casual flings or networking events. To me, I don't know, Tinder is just Tinder. Like if someone tells me you can find the love of your life, that's fine, okay, but it just gives it it doesn't just align with, I don't know. I'm not trying to judge anyone. So you also need to handle rejection and ghosting with grace. Avoid being bitter, public complaints. Move on. Understand that rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. You don't want to be like all these girls that, oh, when they break up with them, you want to start breaking the TV, you want to start doing that. That's why I always tell people that you need to understand how to be self-aware of your emotions and how to control yourself. You need to see this controlling. See, people will frustrate you. People will frustrate you. It now depends on how you control that situation. People will break your heart. You will feel hurt. You feel like you want to shoot someone. Do you get? Please don't shoot, oh, don't shoot. But it feels like you want to shoot someone, right? But you, at that point in time, you need to understand that you need to leave that space. If you know you're having bad issues with yourself, and when I said bad, if I'm talking about like domestic violence kind of thing, try to see someone, see a therapist or anything. Also learn how to set respectful boundaries and expect the same. If your partner or someone pressurizes you into something you're not okay with, let that person know. Don't just settle for less than you deserve. Know your worth. Refuse to settle for anything that doesn't meet your needs. Do you understand? Or your values. Know when to walk away. Balance your femininity. If that's what I'm talking about, and what English is hard. Balance your femininity and modern strength. You can be soft, nurturing, while also being assertive and ambitious. By doing this, you would literally exude class in a very, in your relationship, attracting the partner you can align yourself with, and your values, and you will just appreciate being a refined presence. The next one I'm going to talk about is high value friendships. Friendships shape you also in this kind of woman you are, and people you associate yourself with, the quality of people you have or made, because these friends foster a mutual respect, personal growth, support, helping you maintain that elegance and poise. Surround yourself with like-minded people. I always tell people you don't want to surround yourself with Agberus. I mean, is that what they say? Like that kind of people. Like if you guys go to a public outing, they're always throwing you bottles in a little fire. Nah, you don't want to associate yourself with those sort of people. You also want to associate yourself with people that inspire you. It's going to be a whole quiet journey. You need to cut off if you're having those type of friends right now. No, I'm also not in so many relationships. I've cut off a lot of relationships, but right now I'm clear minded, and oh gosh, like, you don't need everybody to be around you. And that's why I said you also need someone that is going to share the same value as you are, and is going to push you to grow, and vice versa. Please, friends who encourage you to improve yourself, hold yourself accountable, offer a constructive feedback, give and receive equally without expecting anything in return. True high friendships actually respect personal space, boundaries, allowing yourself to literally grow independently. Do you understand? While maintaining strong connections. If you're busy focusing on work or self-care, a high value friend wouldn't make you feel so bad or guilty for needing your time alone. Do you understand? They would respect your boundaries. They will respect and understand that your time apart is sometimes necessary for you to like go through. So any friend that literally says, oh, you don't have my time, blah, 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 and you've explained to her clearly what it is, nah, that is not a healthy friendship. And you also need a healthy friendship that both of you are going to celebrate you guys' success without being jealous. You need a friendship that eliminates toxicity or drama. Right now, as a classy lady, you don't want to associate yourself with someone that is always having family meetings all the time. Like, it can drain you. Do you get? And you also need to be have a friendship that you guys are opened, and you guys have opened and honest communication. Do you understand? Have shared values and ethics, fostering intellectual, emotional growth. You're going to have a friendship that is non-judgmental. Like, even the person is going to have support you without judging you. Do you understand? And then last and not the least, if you're choosing a friend or if you're accepting someone in your space, ask yourself if this person is going to bring out the best in you. Because right now, at this stage that you are, and you want to enter into your classic girl era, You don't want someone that is going to drag you back to a place that you prayed to God to remove you from. Anyways, I'm done with the steps on how to actually enter your classic girl era, how to become who you really want to be, the woman of your dreams. So guys, I hope with this point I gave, you can start doing that. I'm going to make a part 2 of this particular video to explain more, because you know my time is up. Look at how I'm even saying my time is up, like I'm in a show, because it's not going to be an overnight thing. It's just going to be with practice, because I too didn't just change overnight. So it was just more of practice, practice, practice. And yes, you're gonna be that classy woman that you strive to be for. So guys, this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you enjoyed my last video too. It was so amazing. It was such an amazing topic for me to talk about. And mwah, you guys, please, if you have any sort of ideas, or you want me to talk about something specifically that you're going through, please put it down in the comment section below. Let's have an interactive section right there. I still remain Naomi of We Do, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. I love you all so much. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Bye.